How y'all doing today? Hope y'all year going good so far. Mine's been good, normal, nothing too eventful. I'd rather be, every day kind of mundane than dealing with a bunch of chaos. But today I want to talk about pretty serious topic that a lot of people really don't want to talk about because it's kind of awkward to talk about, but it's relevant. And I frequent sites like Touchy magazine, and I'm on Tumblr, and I follow a lot of cultural blogs, ones that deal with women issues, and most of them specifically deal with African American or women of color, be they straight up just two black African American parents or biracial children, multiracial children, but at the core they're still of African descent. Is rape. Yes, rape. It's a very hard thing to deal with. I, thank God, have never had to deal with that myself, because it happens to men and boys all across the country. More so with women, of course, than men, but both are affected by it, and it's kind of just a subject people kind of brush off to the side. A big one with a male being, molested, not raped, but molested, was, I don't know his name, but he is from Louisiana. He's a reporter on CNN, a black young man. He came out about his molestation when the whole Eddie Long scandal came out, and he explained what happened and how it's kind of brushed off in the black community and things like that. And he later came out that he was homosexual not too long ago. But anyway, get to the point. There's a lot, when it's talked about, a lot of the time it's blamed on things like the way a woman dresses, or she gave him a look like she wanted to have, sexual relations with him. It also happens with married couples, or a man's wife may not be in the mood to have sex. He wants it, and he'll force her to have sex with him. He'll force himself on her. He might violate her while she's sleeping. And it's like, well, we're in a union, we're married. Excuse me. So I can have it when I want it. It's in the Bible. And first of all, it talks about in the Bible about a woman submitting to her husband, but I know with all my heart, God, Jesus, the Holy Spirit would not want no man forcing himself on a woman if she is not in the mood to have sex, or him doing stuff to her when she's unaware of it. The clothes thing, dressing provocatively, still doesn't give you an excuse to rape somebody. First of all, there's nothing you can do to justify forcing yourself sexually on someone. In no way, shape, or form is it ever okay for you to rip someone's clothes off and take the gift that they have, that they share with people in a consensual relationship, period. Same sex rape, opposite sex rape, whatever, in any form, it is never okay. And it is something that should be looked at as not the victim who is at fault, but the victimizer. The person who did the act should be held totally responsible, and the person involved should never be the blame should never be put on them, because that's why a lot of them deal with psychological problems the rest of their freaking life, because everybody make them feel like they the problem and they're dirty and they're tainted now. Prime example, I wouldn't have known that unless I read her Wikipedia article, because you could never tell. Actress Gabrielle Union, she goes with Dwayne Wade, D Wade of the Miami Heat. She was raped back in the 90s, you know, and you could never tell, you know. A rape victim doesn't look a certain way, doesn't dress a certain way. You have Islamic women, women of the Hindu faith, who by law have to dress from, you know, head to toe, completely covered. There's nothing provocative about their clothing. They're raped all the time. I remember my friend, matter of fact, he went to college here. They built a new set of dorms about 4 or 5 years ago, on, you know, at the university, and some Indian women who would walk home from class had got raped, and it happened more than once, you know, in that same area, the vicinity. So what they did is each dorm room has a button. It's a call button. If you're in trouble, you get molested, somebody broke in, whatever. I mean, not molested, raped, whatever. Something is that you don't want to happen is happening. You press that, and it will send, you know, campus security, and the police will be alerted to come, the authorities, to help you. So the point of this video is, at no point is it ever okay to rape someone. And also, if anybody who's ever been molested or raped who watches this, don't blame yourself, please. And I strongly suggest to you, if you're not in counseling, to get it. Because I suffer from depression. I've been getting treated for that since my freshman or sophomore year in high school. And it's helped tremendously. I still battle it every day, but it's gotten a lot better. I've relapsed in some areas due to the loss of my mother, but it's getting better again. You know, I'm getting back on track with, you know, everything, counseling, you know, God, church, reading my Bible and everything else. But I strongly suggest counseling to anybody who has dealt with anything. And that's a major blow. And another thing, you cannot just tie that to the way somebody dresses or look. Like, just if she was flirting with you or she wasn't, and you took it that way because you're a rapist, period. That's just your mentality. You're fucked up in the head, excuse my language, and you believe that she wanted you. Does not give you the right to do what you did. You're wrong, period. Rape is rape, and no matter what form, it is wrong. It is never justified or okay. I take it even as far as to say somebody who rapes somebody, I feel like they don't deserve to be raped too. Like that eye for an eye thing is stupid to me. So, you know, karma, I believe in karma. I'm a Christian, I'm a follower of Christ, but I believe in karma still, you know. It's in the Bible in a sense, karma, you know, do unto others as you want done to you. So in other words, whatever you do to somebody is going to come back to you, be good or bad. So that's how I feel about rape. That's going to come back on them in some form. But dressing provocatively, you know, sexy, you know, a lot of cleavage or tight-fitting clothing does not make it okay. It's the same way with catcalling and all that other junk. Like, you can compliment a girl on her figure and all that stuff without being a total sleaze, but that's just normal in the culture, you know. Men act a fool, but I'm not that type of person. Like, I might have a thought like that, but I'm not disrespectful enough to sit there and just start saying it. I don't say anything. I don't follow them around or anything like that. I keep my comments to myself. And if I was to speak to a girl, I'd say, you look very nice, you know, I like your outfit or whatever. But personally, I've grown up around women, you know, my mother's mother, my maternal grandmother, who's still alive, and my father's mother, my paternal grandmother. She's still alive too. And all my aunts, they all wear girdles and slips, and and camisoles and everything else, the proper undergarments ladies wear with their formal wear, to church clothes, whatever. And nowadays I see girls, like, they go to the party, they got the dress on, and they don't, now it's not really women use girdles. Younger girls, it's shapewear, like Spanx and stuff like that. I don't see them wearing that. It's nothing, no slip, nothing. You see everything, it's just there. And it makes the dress, it looks tacky. So, yes, naturally as a man I am attracted to a woman with a nice body who is in form-fitting clothing, but as far as to take it as far as to go in a relationship sense, no. I feel like that would disrespect my mother and not bring justice to her honor doing that, because that's not the type of person she was. That lady would freak out if she couldn't find her stockings to go to church. Like, she almost would want to go to church. But I convinced her, to go. Which, the stocking thing, I ain't really that concerned about that, because in new age, women shave their legs and they ain't gotta wear stockings. That's one thing, but I'm just saying, like, with a dress, I feel like you should have all those undergarments that goes together, but it's neither here nor there. I just wanted to throw that in there. I prefer a woman who dresses in a more conservative way. You can still be sexy, show a little bit, but leave something to the desire. With that being said, it's still never, ever, and I repeat, never, ever, ever does it give you the right or justify the fact that you feel she dressed like that, so she must want somebody to come up to her and sex her up, force sex on her. No, it's not. But that's the mentality of not only the rapists, but people in the surroundings, law enforcement, all of that. They all feel like, there's got to be a reason you got raped. Like, there's no way he just straight up just came up on you and decided he liked what he seen and he was going to take it. Or she was going to take it. That's retarded. It doesn't make any sense. It is never okay for you to rape anybody. So, wrap this video up. Like the video if you like it. Subscribe. And below, leave a comment. Let me know what you think about this whole, rape. Like, how people discuss it, how people feel about it, the excuses they make for why it happened, and all this other stuff. And, the culture we live in, where a woman is all of a sudden tainted if she's been raped and all this other stuff. First of all, if I was to meet a woman, a beautiful young lady, or a woman I'm attracted to, God-fearing, we share spiritual beliefs, we have similar interests, and she stimulates my intellectual appetite, because I like to talk. I like to talk about a lot of stuff, a lot of deep stuff. I'm a talker. You can ask my dad, he laugh about it, man. You love to talk. I talk a lot because I live by myself now, so I talk even more, but I'm not one to start a conversation. But once you start a conversation with me, I will talk, which is why my videos are probably so long. But I would not be like, nah, I can't deal with you because you spoiled goods because you were raped. That's how it is in other cultures, and some people are like that in the United States. Nah, she gonna be messed up in the head. I can't deal with that. None of us are perfect. We've all dealt with some stuff. I've dealt with a lot of stuff. I'm far from perfect. I got some baggage. I work on it. And I don't expect a perfect woman, So, that's besides the point. But I just kind of want to see what y'all think about people who justify it by saying this, that, and the third is why it happened. The dressing provocatively brings that on, and how police and law enforcement, they'll say, oh, she made that up to get revenge. Yeah, they have some people who do that. They claim rape to just get a boyfriend or a husband in trouble. This is vengeance because they mad at him. But 9 times out of 10, more than likely, it's actually a legitimate case of rape. It's not no made-up story. So, you know, I just want to know what you think. Just let me know below. Rate, comment, you know, like I said, let me know below. Subscribe. And I might make a video a little later today. I don't know, if not tomorrow, sometime soon. Because I'm trying to do this on a regular basis. Alright, bye-bye.